Hello, people. All right, here we are. So, Monaco. Well, not really the most liked track, I guess, among the F1 community. We're gonna switch things up this time around. I've done a hot lap, and now I'm gonna explain the setup first before we go into the hot lap because it's such a pain to drive around Monaco, especially in time trial. And with these cars, it's just so gigantic, and it's pretty difficult to navigate through a street track like this and top it off with all the hot lap mode and all that unlimited ERS, unlimited power in time trial. It's a bit tricky to nail a good lap around here. Anyway, so let's have a look at the setup real quick. Ta-da! So no secret, that's gonna be 11-11 all the way. So Monaco is where you will need all the downforce in the world. So throughout the race, throughout the qualifying, wets, dries, whatever it is, you're gonna have to stick with 10-10, not 10-10, 11-11 wings all the way. Reason is, even if you have lighter fuel in the race and whatnot, you are probably having a high risk of tapping the wall somewhere and risking a slight bit of wing damage. Now, when you have higher front wing and higher downforce overall, and once the car is lighter, even if you have slight damage, it might actually help your car. You might stabilize it, or you can play around with the differential and brake bias to make the car more manageable if it's very minor damage. But if you lower your wing once you go into the pits for Monaco, and you damage the wing, yeah, good luck with that. So keep it 11-11 all the way from race start to race, and you'll probably benefit that more than you need it. Transmission 9057 here. So again, this is solely based on time trial and past experience in a 1 league race where I didn't really do well. 100% on throttle here, kinda sketchy because it's already bumpy first of all, and you need to accelerate over bumps and whatnot, and from tight corners. So I prefer a bit lower, even 80 at some points in the race, so that's manageable to allow the car to rotate while you're going on the power slowly. Pretty helpful. And off throttle, I keep it pretty high, 57. Sounds counterintuitive around here, but the thing is, you can lock up the rears quite easily around here, especially like into turn one, and then pretty much everywhere. You're probably gonna lock up the rears, and when you're going through the swimming pool chicane, everywhere you might lose your rear braking into the corner, or just maybe downshifting, carrying too much speed. So having a high off throttle helps to kind of or not kind of, it actually helps to stabilize the car when you're going off throttle. You're lifting or you're braking or you're coasting, either one, it helps the car to be stable. Suspension geometry pretty standard, right, left left left, and no questions about this. You want rear camber maximum as well, just so you can get more grip around the slow speed, high speed, whatever corners there are on this track, and allows you to easily put down the throttle progressively as you come out of corners. If you have lower rear camber to the right, then it's gonna be a bit sluggish when you're trying to put on power. It may not give you the grip that you need or rotation that you need, but don't shy from using this. It might also help you. Just try it out first. Suspension pretty standard, 1.1, 1.7 here. Nothing much to be said. Soft suspensions, just because you want to be safe over the bumps. Ride height is pretty high, 1.7. That's again pretty normal. You can go with 2.7. If you go with 2.7, you will feel a lot of understay in the high speed corners, unless you just want to survive the race. Then probably 2.7 will be much safer either way. 1.7, it's pretty good. Just be careful on traction. You may feel a bit of oversteer because it's quite pointy with the setup. Otherwise, you can reduce your rear roll bar to make the rear softer, a bit nicer to drive on. So in time trial, 1.7 works nicely, but in the race conditions, you can definitely lower it a little bit by one click maybe, or you can leave it as it is. And since you already have high off throttle and whatnot, it's kind of going to help to stabilize the car. So you're not really going to be pushing around here. It's either you get your track position, or you are just driving to survive around here. Just don't need to push for setup that help you to overtake, because that's not gonna happen around here unless you get a good launch out of the last corner, up the hill, out of turn 1, out of Thunderbolt, or into the tunnel. That's all. Brakes 150. I'd say probably 51 for like corners like turn 1. It really helps. And then into the Newell chicane coming out of the tunnel. So these two places probably the heaviest braking zones, the fastest braking zones. You wanna probably run a little higher if you feel your rear is starting to slip. So 51 brake bias helps there. Brake pressure, you can actually keep it 100, or funny enough, in some cases you can get away by running lower pressure, maybe like 95, just because it's super easy to lock up over here no matter what you do. Unless you have ABS, you're probably going to be at an advantage compared to those who are not running ABS around here. So you may want to consider 95 brake pressure, just so your car is a little more stable under braking and you do not lock up that easily. You don't really notice the drop off in braking performance if you're having a lot of lockups before this. By dropping it, you might find it a bit more consistent. So try that out. That might actually work around Monaco, only Monaco. Other tracks, I like to keep it at 100%. Tire pressures, for once, we are going away from the norm of maximum tire pressures on the rear, because well, it's super slow speed track around here. You will need a lot of grip on the rear, so lower pressures will give you the grip that you need in the slow speed corners, and that's it. You will get all the things you need. Front pressures, again, preference, you can go slightly higher, slightly lower as you want, and this is just to counteract the tire wear. You want to make sure the front and rear tire wear is about balanced. So if you feel your front is wearing out too much, increase the pressure maybe by 1 or 2 click. If you feel the front is wearing a little too slowly, you can either reduce the front pressure so that the fronts wear out more, or you reduce the rear pressure so that the rears wear out more, well, whichever. I might have butchered it, but here you go. So when you lower pressures, you'll get more tire wear. When you increase your pressures, you get less tire wear. Tire temps, not an issue around here, especially if you can manage your tire temperatures. Do not lock up, do not overdrive the car. You should be safe around here with low pressures either way. And yeah, that's it for the setup. I'm gonna be leaving you to have a look at the, well, let's call it the not so awesome hot lap around Monaco. So there you go, setup once again, pretty much the same thing. You will use in the dries, in the wets, in the quali, everything, it's the same. Now I'm gonna mute the mic and I'll let you enjoy the hot lap, and hopefully you can pick up a thing or two on how to nail a lap in Monaco. So good luck everyone, stay safe, and see you all soon. F1 22 content is also gonna come up pretty soon. Once the game is out, we're gonna test some more setups. Take care, stay safe, and let's go into the hot lap now.